No. There we go. Mood. What else we got here? There's a little penguin. All right, folks. We got a lot of people on. It's late. What's going on? What's going on? I told you guys. Don't say I didn't tell you, yo. Hopefully you guys are active in the chat. I even had the buy limits on the screenshot, yo. Where was that? Where was that? Oh, here it is. What time was that? That was a bit over an hour ago. A bit over an hour ago. Okay. So what do we have here? Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. What's going on in the chat, man? We got one person. Y'all, who's that one person in the chat, yo? Deed, yo, Dade. What's going on, Dade? Or Deed. Deed or Dade? Dade. I think. Day, or day? Is there silence? Y'all see him? Where's that chat at? Where we got here? This, what's going on here? Someone was like, what's going on? This person right here. What are you saying? I'm not logging back off before I say too much. I don't think. Wait. Oh shit! Wait. I don't think we'll be for this day. Date's famous, yo. I mean, hey, like, look, like, there's a couple people talking in the chat, handful of people. Name's red up in red, so it's like it stands out. I'm reading. 4516. What's going on, Dade? Where you at, man? No, I've seen that name. I've seen that name in the chat. Hey, they're here. They're on the charts, yo. They're on the charts. Yo, this is facts. But sorry, it's midnight. Running on 4 hours of sleep the last couple of months. Legit. All right, Dade, we gotta have a talk, man. Dade, man, what's going on here, Dade? What's going on? It's Dade's. Please tell. I'm literally on my phone. Like, I'm not on the charts. Like, I'm literally on my phone. Eating a hamburger and chicken wings, and taking these screenshots. Literally saying, like, Dade's over here asking, like, can you please? I'm literally saying in the chat, like, I'm looking for a bounce on gold to start it off at where price was at. You know, I had buy limits too in this little zone here. I was doing this on the phone. All right, doing this on the phone. All right. It's kind of funny. And then the 15-minute reacted. We got a nice little flip. But I was doing some play-by-plays. Like kind of I was saying, like the 1 hour needs a strong closure to be a longer trade. Like look at some of the stuff I was saying an hour ago. 1 hour needs strong close. 30 minutes strong. I was trying to do some little play-by-plays here, but if 1 hour closes bullish, next 1 hour could try to wick down before pushing up. Look at the 1 hour right now. I wrote, and it literally did that. 1 hour wick down before pushing up. There you go. So what do we have here? Do you guys see it? Do you guys see what the chart? You're famous, bro. Well, like, I mean, so I'm assuming this person. So some people are laughing in the chat, this and that. But assuming some people are getting a kick out of it. All right. Not to put you on the spot, even though it's exactly what I'm doing. But anyway, if it's like if it's an entry you're not feeling good about, if you're having to question an entry point so much, maybe it's better off to close it at break even, a smaller loss than whatever. Like if it's like an entry you feel like you rushed into, or if it's an entry that has too much emotion, or it's marrying a bias too much, you need price to go up more than like, oh, price should go up, or there's a good setup here, I'm getting a good entry. All right, might be better off to just close that entry where when it's at your price or around your price, even if it's a little bit negative. I mean, what was that? What was I saying? 45, 60. So it's like if you get in a trade and it goes against you pretty quickly, it's like you probably got in early, and it's like knowing that, okay, I got in early. What do you guys see on the chart though? There's a lot of it actually. There's like 3 or 4 different of the same pattern. What do you guys see on the chart? So let me check the chat. Let's see. Might be, oh man, come on, man. Might be bro's first day trade. Come on, man. Yeah, this is a Discord chat, like trading chat. Discord chat. Money don't sleep. Halfway through this burger. What's TP, man? Halfway through the burger. It's like you're halfway through the burger. Yo, you gonna eat that? You gonna finish that burger or what? So what you're seeing here is not like random price action or random choppy price. You're actually seeing some smart money accumulation build up. All right, you might see like choppy price back and forth, up and down. But what you're actually seeing here is accumulation build up, and some reactions in that. There's different actually types of accumulation in here, but right here, I mean, when we say we're looking for a bounce, it's like worth taking just a bounce, you know, because the market's probably going to set up again for New York session later today. Like it's not even London session, and the market gave that move, right? So yeah, like it could make a bigger move, but like it's still London session, New York session. So it's like when looking for a bounce, it's like better to just take a bounce. Market made a pretty decent move, like literally reacted off of 50 or 4,500 again. I saw a good amount of people got in it in the chat, so that was a good post. If you got in that trade, post it in here. If you got in that trade in the wins and results chat, if you caught that trade on gold, if any of you guys were up or paying attention to the chat. One of those things that's kind of there in the moment based on structure. We have accumulation forming in the market. Right here, you have again another small smart money accumulation here happening on a smaller time frame. A build up, so it's not random. And I mean, for the time it reacted. There's different positions being built up. Like this was one. Gold could try to go lower and accumulate again if it breaks underneath 4,500. Because this is accumulation here. Something being built up. If you see price keeps wicking below here and then snapping right back up, multiple reactions around the same area. Right around that 4,500. It wicks below, snaps up, wicks below, snaps up, wicks below, snaps up. Multiple reactions around the same area. So what's actually happening is stop losses are getting taken out. Let's take our friend, for instance, in the chat, or like maybe some traders like that, you know. I don't know. That's why price is snapping back the way it is. Just going down, snapping back, going down, snapping back, going down, snapping back. When you actually look at this, it's clean. It's actually very clean. You make this lower low in price. So this is where you get that shift. And there's more than one in here, actually. There's multiple in this. Like I'm showing one right now. There's multiple. There's a 3 at least, maybe 4, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to tell you, if it's hard for you to see this one, you got to train your eyes, because even my camera guy over here, Leo, could see this one clearly. So like, if you can't see this one right now, you got to train your eyes. I'm just saying, because I'm showing you 1 out of 3 right now, and there's probably 4 actually. And this might be the clearest one. So we're gonna go onward, because if you go to the 1 hour, you can see one too. If you're on the 1 hour, and mind you, I was seeing this on my cell phone. I wasn't even on the laptop. All right. So if you're paying attention to the chat, look at this. Look at the buy limits, the buys. Those got triggered. I entered even at 4,500 in that area. Boom, boom, boom. Nice accumulation there happening. Lower lows. Like look at this time frame. So here you have that lower low. Bam. Let's see how many people got on the stream. Nice. Did any of you guys catch that trade? Yeah, I put it in the public chat. I was just chilling, and I was like, oh, there's a set. See, like, sometimes spotting a setup could be in the moment, because, yeah, anybody, one was 11:19. What time is it? So, over an hour ago. 11:19. I tagged everyone. Make sure you guys, like, verify your accounts, however, here. Let me know if you guys what's going on. Oh, I just see Hezbollah. I'm like, Hezbollah. I haven't seen him. That's the little guy. I'm like the little guy. Well, even Leo could see the accumulation, guys. All right, he's not even on the charts. All right, it's not even on the charts. All right. So there you have it. That shift up, smart money accumulation. You guys should be able to see it. You guys should be able to see it. It's messy, but there's structure to it. Look at here, 1 hour chart. So start on the 1 hour here. I'm on the line chart right now. Boom, low, lower low, lower high, lower low creates a higher high. Bam. There you go. If you can learn that, if you can learn that, understand that in trading, you'll be able to spot different types of setups. Still takes patience because look, gold was falling hours before that. Like it was just dropping. Pretty much dropping for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 until like 9 hours. So it was dropping for quite a bit there, like 8 hours, and then boom, shifts up. Type in the chat if you can see it. I want to see it. We got a good amount of people in the chat here. Who's Evan? It's Ivan. It's Kevin. Evan's my clone. Evan's not here. He's actually not even here. He's my clone. We cloned Evan. I don't even know where. I think it was a joke. It was probably being sarcastic. Who? This? Who's this Evan guy? Oh, he's being sarcastic. That's sarcasm. I know who that is. Yeah, he's being sarcastic. He's being really he's being sarcastic. Right between he's being sarcastic. We can't take everything for for what it is. He's being sarcastic. I know who that is. He's in the inner circle. If it's a name like that, they're in the inner circle. Wait, yeah, a red name like that, they're in the inner circle. Now, if you're like a verified member if you're a verified member, I think you have like this like green see this guy's got green, but he's in the inner circle. Someone else has purple. I seen someone look at details look at all right. I don't know how I gotta figure I gotta lock in the Discord again. You can teach yourself anything, like I just gotta lock in for 4 hours again and clean it up again. Let me know in the chat if you guys can see it. Type in the chat if you guys can see it. I want to see like what you guys say. We got a good amount of people on here, so let me see how many people in the chat say yes or no. So that's that shift, and I've been talking about some of this week. Trade right back into that. Look at that, we hold that, but this is all happening around a key psychological price level, $4,500. What do you know? Why is that important, guys? I don't know. You guys tell me. You guys should be able to tell me at this point. Well, most of you guys, maybe a handful of people not. It's also all happening around that level, so. I was active, but I was on my phone. I wasn't even here. Wasn't like I was just more looking at the setup at the time. This is what was going on. TBH. Y'all got any more of them trades? That's a good one. I like that one. Who caught the trade too, yo? If you caught it, yo, if you caught the trade, show some love. Show people what they missed, yo. Because I saw some of you guys are active. I know it was late at night, 11, almost midnight. Yeah, like it was late at night, but I saw a good amount of people were active still. You could see another one on the 5-minute. So you like when you break this down on 5-minute. So very like just like look at the whole chart, like how price runs up, comes back into this low. It's actually interesting when you look at it. So from this 1 hour point of view, bam, box right there, that little, basically like all this whole shape here, right? It's pretty easy to spot. Like if you look at if you look at my charts here, like it's pretty clear to see right here. So I think after years and years and years of trading, the one thing I've learned is like patience is obviously key, but it's like patience for what? Like what are you waiting for? Like patience. Like what type of patience? You know, like I mean, patience doesn't mean like sitting there glued to the charts, waiting, sitting on your hands. It's like I said, like I was on my phone, looked at what the chart was doing and was like, okay, this is here right now. So I mean, like over trading, you know, over leveraging, taking trades for no reason. To miss these trades, right? The ones that really set up. Because you could be the most patient trader and still not be able to see maybe something like this. Whatever. You could be patient, wait all day for a trade, wait all day and night, wait all morning, and you still don't see this. So it's like there's moments where like for every trader I think has their types of setups too that they define too for themselves. Knowing what you're looking for, what's there when it's there. So I think like that to me was what was clearly there on the chart. That's why I'm looking for a bounce. Look at this. Lower lows right there. Seen the market make that pattern like a few times, if I'm not mistaken. Where's a bearish one? I seen a bearish one like that, like here, I think, and down. You got those 3 lower lows, like in an uptrend, it would be 3 higher highs. An uptrend, it would be like, you know, when you get a push, that third one would be that one that usually like breaks down. Where was the what? Where was it? No, it's not that. There's like, I'm gonna find it. You got like accumulation here, right? But then watch, like I'll show you where else you got accumulation on the 5-minute as well. Look at the 5-minute right here. Crazy enough, like it accumulated inside of accumulation. Watch, like, like it's pretty much what happened right here, and why it's kind of like just keeping control for a bit. Like if you look at the chart here, low, lower low, high. And what does the market do? It punches up. Like it's just a mini accumulation, enough to like get a reaction. Like, well, that's stuck with it. But like what I saw was like even what I said, enough to get like a bounce. Like gold could still go down. The thing about gold right now is it's probably ranging for New York. Time and price is one thing. So you have time. If you look at price in that time, like you've had this push up, which happened, that was like literally, how long did that go up? 7 hours. And then the market kind of ranged for a day. And then it went up for 7 hours. So we're about maybe a bit of time, maybe like London, New York. If you look at the market from here, you pushed up, right? And then you made this. And then you pushed up again out of that. Now you're making this. So longer, like one thing is like it's been dropping, but gradually, like it hasn't dropped, which is like saying that it's like slowly trying to accumulate or keeping like buyers in control. So like this right here. That's what I'm seeing still. Like at the worst, like if 45 doesn't, what is it, 4,500? Still holding 4,500. Like at the worst, like it would try to go, but it would still hold structure. Like it would still be in structure even if it goes under. It would still technically be like in something that could hold structure even if it gets underneath 4,500. Once once gold made this first move up, it just kind of ranged out for a day, full day, a day and 6 hours to be exact. So you can see there's been two really strong pushes up on gold that have created most of the price movement up from this bounce. Like gold went to 4,600, but it really did it in this move and this move, right? And two movements. It went to $4,600. It went from 4,100 to 4,600. It really did that in two moves, right? In a way, like most of the time, the going up was this and this. So Thursday morning could be interesting. Could try to break out too. If the bulls hold. But if you look at the first push up that the gold did, spent about a day here. So we're about a day. We're at a day now. Day in like some hours. London volume. So London's in 2 hours. In 2 hours, it's London open. You gotta see how the volume for London session can be strong. So I mean, London session Monday went up. London session Tuesday went up, and then it came down in for New York session. London session yesterday, actually, like London and New York. Yeah, London session went up yesterday a bit, and then came down for New York. I mean, maybe London goes up today, but 4,500. I talked about, man, 4,500. The amount of times I've talked about $4,500 and pulling back to it. I mean, you could have at least caught one trade off it. I missed like two. I caught one. It was a scalp. I should have held it longer. Like, I got out quickly. That was the better one. I watched gold hit like, it's hit it 1, 2, 3, and then it went underneath it. Then it went back above it, reclaimed it, came back. But even here, like, look at this 5 minute here. This low. I mean, the only way I caught this entry is because I saw the 30-minute accumulation, and was again happening around that psychological level, whole number. Man, the people who didn't show up this week, there's some valuable lessons this week. I'm going to tell you that much. Right there, you have a very small accumulation on the 5 minute, which are faster. If it's on a 5 minute, they can be faster. It depends on if it's like bigger, if it's made bigger. Like, but look, this is pretty fast. There's an engulfing candle, creates a lower low after, higher high. I want to see. 8 hour looks great. Why is the market behaving so erratically these days? Well, right now there's a really, let's say if in terms of climate, you know, if we were talking about climate, the weather, hot, cold, the market's hot right now because the geopolitical tension in the world. There's a war going on right now. So there's a lot of fear in the world, and markets react to that, especially when it's geopolitical. Right now you have the USA-Iran war. That conflict on an hourly basis is very, very ongoing in terms of headlines, news, and just different things from the media, from all sides, from the West, from the East, from countries. Lots of countries are talking, you know, like right now you have a lot of countries that are being affected. This isn't just a war between US and Iran, US, Israel, Iran. This is affecting every country in the world. This war, right? So right now, markets are changing because headlines are changing. News is changing fast. Markets are very erratic because you're seeing news change every day. Right now, you're dealing with a huge war crisis, which the news behind that is changing a lot. On this being said, that being said. And it's oil, right? It's dealing with oil. When you're dealing with an oil crisis, the crisis right now is also dealing with oil. So a lot of money has moved around different markets. Like right now there's an oil crisis, which oil affects. If there's an oil crisis, that affects inflation. So money's being moved around fast, into different things. It's being moved from one thing to another. Like gold had one of its biggest drops in history because money was moving out of gold because it had to move over to bonds and things and yields and stuff like that. And especially, and not to mention, even with Donald Trump, let's say him for instance, in the U.S. markets, if you haven't paid attention to Trump, he's very active, and the markets pay attention to everything he says. And he talks at 2 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 8 in the morning, 10 in the morning, 12 in the afternoon, 2 p.m., 5 p.m., 7 p.m. He's very active, especially with this war going on. So volatility is like up. Volatility is higher than ever right now because of this war conflict. It's creating volatility just all across the board. And news changing every day. Like you have yesterday, like just in the past couple of days, it was like talks about peace, ceasefire, negotiations, and then it went for no, we're escalating things until our job is done. And now they're deploying troops, and this person says this, one side says this, and then fake news. There's fake news happening. Iran, you got the East calling out the West for fake news. And so like the market digests this stuff quicker nowadays. Information gets spread around so much quicker nowadays. Like if this was 20, 30 years ago, the way information gets spread across like is much, much slower. Would have been in a sense. Like think about just how fast things. So headlines these days, like headlines, the market's very reactive to headlines. Like gold could sweep 50, like that's one thing, like it's tested it a few times. If it doesn't hold for London session, be prepared for New York to probably go underneath 4,500. If 45 doesn't hold, I would be prepared for New York probably to go underneath 4,500 and then retest the bigger zone. See, because you have this low down here. So let me remove this stuff now. All that resistance there underneath 4,500 could get like retested. Which is at like 4,480. What is that? 4,478. Kind of at the high there, I guess. That, yeah, here we go. A bit below 4,500. So like if 4,500 doesn't hold, we're gonna sweep those lows from the look of it and go into that zone. Talking about like this area here to the left. I just want to do a quick session tonight. It's like 1 in the morning right now. Quick little update on that trade. Hopefully you guys caught it. Quick bounce. I mean, quick bounces, like the market doesn't have to be, you don't, like not every trade has to be a home run too. Like there was a home run yesterday. Yesterday was actually like a home run. The signal I called out, well, it's kind of like 2 days ago now on Tuesday morning, right? That signal, that buy, that was like a home run trade. I mean, not every trade has to be a home run. You can be good at just getting reactions that are minimal there for the moment that give you a good push. Like even just like moves like this, these pumps or drops like this, you know, even just drops, like minimal moves. They don't have to be like, you don't have to catch the whole swing. You don't have to catch the whole swing if you're good at kind of finding entries, spotting entries. It's like good like this trade was a solid reaction, but this is where we talk about you don't have to marry, like 4,500 was a good reaction. Yeah, you could aim for hundreds of pips, thousands of pips. That's kind of like probably where most traders are heads are at right now. That's like what we're all thinking, right? It's like, yo, you could get hundreds of pips, right? Yeah, it's there. I think for time beings too, like this was a solid move. Not every trade is gonna be a home run. I know that, especially with the more trades you take. There could be another setup. So if this comes back, I would just like probably wait for like New York today, because I feel like New York could try to sweep the lows if 50. I keep saying 5,500, 4,500 doesn't hold. I could try to get underneath that for New York. And I think that's like a better area, like on the 4 hour to monitor. Like gold right now is like just kind of sandwiched right here. And 4,500. There's support there that's creating resistance right now. If it got above there, that would be like, if it could get above there, whew, that would be nice. That would have been nice if this really went up like stronger. Then it'd be like, whoa, okay, this is flipping. There's a high there. We could, like, if again, look to the left, could try to come back in here. Around 44.50. So I think down in that area, if you're looking for like buys, like again, 4,500 has given like, I think 4 buys. Like including, yeah, like 4, including the one, like that's what I was looking at here. You can see, look at the 2 lines I have marked on my chart. This is how I trade on the phone right here. Literally 2 lines. 2 lines, there you go. 2 lines on the chart. Pattern. Obviously there's a pattern that I recognize. But you can see like I got 4,500 marked here. So on my phone, and I recommend, this is a good tip for you guys that are really trying to study price, understand candles reaction, because you're probably on your phone a lot more than your laptop, right? I would say probably most people. So I always like to check up on price, look at price, keep an eye on it, check out what did it do the last hour or a couple hours or so. Just look at the candles, look at the price real quick. But it's good to keep these prices marked on your chart. Like, I recommend doing that. It's a good tip, keeping these prices marked on your chart, because like day by day, as you look at your MetaTrader, you'll see different reactions naturally. So it's a good little tip. I always keep different levels marked on my MetaTrader. I mean, like 4,500. Look at it, it's reacted once here, like twice. I think, yeah. They're like, you could have really. I missed out to really do the damage that could have been done at it so far. Like, look at, there's been 3-4 reactions just at this price already for hundreds of pips. So when I see like something react so many times like that, like one price, I'm like, okay, I get a little sketched out, because I'm like, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4 movements. That's obviously more than enough to have caught one and make profit from that strategy, you know, that entry being there, right? And like 4 or more can be risky. I like to say 4 or more. The more times something touches, the weaker it essentially can become. Like the more times you touch a level, like the same thing pretty much happened here, right? Lots of touches here. Looks like a strong support, and then it has a huge breakout. So the more times you touch, the weaker a level actually becomes. The more times it touches a level, the weaker it becomes. So we've actually been touching this more and more and more now, so there could be some weakness there to try to break through. So when I see something do this, like multiple times, touch a level, and it's like, yo, I can look back, like I caught this trade, right? Could look back and see like, okay. And mind you, like that was a 230 pip move. Guy, like there's some traders who have to stalk the market to find one of those in a week or something. I could teach you guys how to find 230 pip moves in a day. No problem. All right. There's some traders that have to, mind you, I'm just sitting here like that was a 230 pip move. I'm just sitting here like, yeah, whatever. Cause I see these moves happen a lot. I've caught a lot of moves like this, and they happen a lot. Like if you look at, for example, 4,500 here, like there's been some solid reactions. You could have really done some work there, but one trade's enough. Two trade, you know. Two trades can be pushing it when you're looking at the same thing. Like I already caught this trade, but looking back at this, it's like, oh, it's reacted 3 other times. So even if I didn't take this trade, I would still have that mindset of like, oh, you know what, it's already reacted 1, 2, 3, 4 times, right? Even if it was just 3 times, or even like 2, it's like, it's reacted multiple times. Should be maybe a bit cautious. Defense mechanism coming into play. That's like why I'm talking like that. It's like, okay, there's that saying, you don't rob the same bank twice type of thing. So it's like kind of like that in the sense of like sometimes entries. It's different. I think if there's a swing trade in front of you and the market's still giving you that really valid confirmation on a higher time frame. I mean, gold right now, 4 hours kind of like bullish, bearish. Like it's not giving the strongest signal for me at the moment. Yeah, like for this 4 hour looks bearish. Like it was here. This 4 hours looking bearish at the moment. That's what I mean. That 45 could break down, and if it breaks down, it's probably gonna go to like, well, like I'd say first like 80 to like here. Yeah, we'll probably go down to this zone. So you gotta watch out when you see something react, like kind of like what gold's doing right now. A lot of times, one area, you kind of have to be sensitive to it in the sense of like, okay, there's a probability it goes down. So when making decisions, yeah, you could have something in front of you that could still hold, react. It's like, yeah, it could still hold, it could react. I could go on here, I could sit here and be like, yo, like this is gonna hold and we're gonna go up. But from my experience, the fact that it's reacted multiple times, I know there's a probability it could drop down. So when you're making like decisions and it's like, okay, like I want to take a trade here, you have to understand the probabilities too. Like, yes, it could happen. There could be a good trade there, but the probability is also that it could drop there. So it's like sometimes the second time, that first reaction is the best, right? That first quick reaction bounce that you get can be the best. You don't always have to look so further. Yeah, like, no, that's down here. Go 1 hour. Yeah, right here. So it could break, like, that's why I'm seeing the possibility that more and more now as the market just for the last hours just kind of stays here. If this, well, I could flip that and say also, like, if this breaks up, that's different, then it's like, okay. There are different ways you could look at it. Like if this actually, see this accumulation, if it actually stays in this, like it stays above 4,500, then yeah, that's super neat. Neat. Like if it actually like stays above this and breaks up, then pullbacks. It could. I mean, that's a possibility depending on how the next 2 hours go going into the London session. But yeah, I want to make this not too long of a session. We've been on for an hour now. Started an hour ago. Like, yeah, if this accumulation holds, like if we don't break below, that's why like it's bullish above 4,500. Like it could stay above 4,500. If it doesn't, there'll be another breakdown. And if another breakdown happens, you just want to let price slow down, wait. Like, don't just chase it right away. But that next breakdown could be a buying opportunity if it breaks back down into the higher time frame 4-hour zone. Actually, yeah, 4-hour don't look like, look at the 4-hour here. So that's what I mean. It's either that 4,500 holds or you go down that 4-hour. But yo, we've been on for an hour now, so I'm going to wrap it up. I wanted to break that down more in the moment as it kind of happened. And if you were up and active, you would have definitely seen that chart. That was almost 2 hours ago. Yeah, this was 2 hours ago. Right spot. Right type of pullback. I mean, that's what I mean when I say, like, you know, don't just wait for one candle. I mean, this came into the right area. Does gold stay above 4,500? Question mark. Yeah, it could. It could if this 5-minute accumulation that we're seeing there really holds. Like, and this 30-minute, like it could. But just be prepared. Like, that's the thing, like probabilities, like you're looking at probabilities, what could happen, like understanding where price is. So when I, like, yes, it could hold 4,500. I think right now there also has that probability of, you know, going through it and then you're still making that same move, going for that bullish move. So it's understanding that could happen if you're like willing to, that's where patience arrives too, and trying to just, another type of patience, like, you could see if this holds, or you could just wait to see if it comes down here. That's where you got to have like most patience. So if I see two setups, like in the instance, it's like, okay, I might see two things or have two ways I can analyze price for the same bias. Like, number one is if we stay above 4,500 or bullish above 4,500. If that doesn't work, then I have, you know, option B, right? Or it's I just wait for option B, right? I have option A to kind of look at, or option B. I can focus on one of them or both of them, one or the other in a sense. I could ignore here and just wait for option B, right? And that could be option A. Could happen for New York session. I think we might break 45. Yeah, like I think we may break underneath it unless this 5-minute really wants to hold strong. I think we may try to break underneath it. But yeah, for the night, guys, it's pretty late here. Gonna wrap it up in a long day here. Gonna wake up early and be on for New York session tomorrow. You could still monitor 45 and see if it holds, if the accumulation holds, but brace yourself. We could try to be breaking down underneath it. And yeah, if it breaks down, if it breaks underneath 45, I'm not going to be looking for a trade right away. I'm just going to be chilling probably till New York tomorrow. Like, price still has to like come down. Yeah, we may, from the looks of it, break underneath. And for New York session, this thing could try in the next like hours going into London, like wick down to here. There you go. So yeah, like there's options, like at times you can have option A and option B, or there could be a different type of setup in front of you, but you could still like have a bigger setup in mind, like something like this. You could just wait for that. There's still time for a New York session today. It's about to be London. But for me, I'm gonna wrap it up, call it an early night here. We've been on for a bit over an hour here, and that's really gonna be it. I'll be on for New York session, and that's just a example of like there could be a trade any moment if it doesn't always take like the longest time to spot setups if they're really there. If there's something really there, I think that's like obvious, clear. Market gives you a, obvious obvious like signal on like what's in front of you. And it doesn't always take a long time to have something there. So you kind of that conviction, because it didn't take me long to look at this to be like, yo, like I literally saw this and dropped it in the chat. So when there's a good setup there, I think something that, you want to be like a trade you want to be taking more so, a better setup. It shouldn't take that long to spot if it's there, right? Like you could be on the charts for 2 hours and then next thing you know, you spot something because it's there more in that moment. But the first 2 hours like you could be on the charts for 2 hours straight. And the first 90 minutes, you don't see anything. But then the last 20 minutes of that 2 hours, you start to see something. So it's like spotting, when it comes down to spotting something, if there's like a good setup, something clear there, it shouldn't always take too long to be able to see that identity. But yo, tune in tomorrow. I'm going to be live again, New York session. So like I said, if 4,500 doesn't hold, there could be buys underneath it at the 4 hour zone. Tune in tomorrow, New York session. We'll be live.